Okay. I'm back with more Advance Wars. I got a PM from one of my viewers who wanted me to continue it, so I am. I'm going to be doing War Room, and as you can see, I had a pretty bad attempt the first time. I drug it out too long, just kind of practicing. So I'm going to do it. I lost my save file to this, unfortunately. So I don't have all the COs. I'm just going to use Max. But it's just been so long since I've made videos. My Camtasia thing ran out, and I've done a couple videos here and there, but yeah, college really gets in the way of stuff, especially when you have an exam 5 weeks in a row. I mean, I had 1 week where I had 2 exams, and I've had 1 exam at least every week for the last 5 weeks. That it can be hell on your psyche. So finally got that done, and then I got food poisoning from food I ate. So I'm actually recording this on a Monday. It's really kind of... I feel really crappy today, but there's nothing good on TV, and I'm feeling a little better now, even though it's like 4 p.m. So 3 or 4 p.m., something like that. I'm not looking at the clock, I'm looking at the game. But I'm feeling a little better. Still feel pretty crappy, though. I'm just glad the last one was a test. I didn't record the last one because I actually had to go to the bathroom for obvious reasons. I probably just grossed like everybody out who's watching this video, and I apologize. Forget it. And not a lot to talk about in the beginning of this, because it's mostly just capture this, capture that. Need to build a tank so I can take out that unit, the artillery. Okay. That might have been a critical oversight to not send anybody down there to protect him. We'll go with an anti-air. There's a lot of infantry out, so might as well build at least one. I left the animations on. Just a lot of people like to watch them, so I left them on. They can be somewhat entertaining, although personally myself, why didn't he attack me there? Whatever. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. That wasn't what I intended to do there with that infantry unit. Heh. Oopsie. Oh well. Send some down here. More tanks! I love tanks. They're just so spammable. Especially with Max, you can just spam them and you can pretty much win most battles. I swear the anti-air is so overpowered when it comes to the infantry. Alright, I'm going to abandon capturing that city, because I messed up. So I'm going to go back and kill this infantry unit. Mostly because I want to fire on this. Or kill it. Got lucky there and I'm able to get the hill. And fire! Gotta build more tanks. That's another thing, is that even if the APC is unloaded, like even if it's unloaded, the CPU, like the AI, will target your transport units no matter what. Like that's their first goal, is to destroy your transport unit. Now I can understand if it was loaded that you would attack it because you're killing like basically 2 units at once, but in this game it just targets it no matter what. Now, in the later games of Advance Wars, they fixed it to where it'll only target the AP, like it'll only target your transport units if the unit's loaded. But in the first one, it just attacks no matter what, and you can actually use those as pawns to draw out the enemy, and you can pretty much just, you know, go from there. And of course, I'm just spamming tanks at this point. I mean, right now, that's really all I can really build. That's going to take out a lot of the vehicles he's building, so... I mean, I could save up for a medium tank, but one thing I did find about this game is that if you build a medium tank, that your opponent will then start building them whenever they get the chance. Like, I don't know why, but in this game, in the first one anyway, whenever, like, in these kind of maps, when you have bases in your building, that your opponent will pretty much mimic whatever units you have on the field, and will just run with those. But once you build a bigger unit, then they'll bump up to it. Now, of course, this only works to a point. Like, you can't just build straight infantry and then they'll copy you. They'll go and build vehicles, obviously. But, like, in terms of going to a medium tank, or going to a medium tank with rockets, if you don't build a rocket or a medium tank, they don't see the point and they don't build them. Which I always thought was odd. I probably just moved right into the artillery's range with my movement there. Oh no, I'm still outside. Okay. Sometimes I have a problem remembering what the range is of the artillery. I guess that's because I've been playing so many different Advance Wars games. But again, I don't think they differ. Wow, that's embarrassing. But either way, I miss the older Advance Wars games where everything was lighthearted. Like this one, it's more of a joking kind of thing, a jokey kind of storyline until you get to the very end of the campaign, then it gets more serious. But even so, like the new one, the newer ones like Days of Ruin, have a much more serious and bleak storyline. They still kick ass. And I don't care what anyone says. I still love those. I still love the newer Advance Wars games, even though I wish that they would have had a more lighthearted storyline than, you know, an end of the world apocalypse.